Quick disclaimer, I'm not saying that the following 6 cars are trash or that I dislike them, rather I'm merely stating the observations that many of us have shared over the years for these 6 cars. I'm tired of reading stupid comments from individuals that clearly misunderstood me or didn't watch the full video. Okay, thanks, let's get started. The first car being the 2020 and up Supra, or the Mark V Supra. The 2020 Toyota Supra is, in many ways, a fantastic car, but you see, the only problem is, it's been chastised relentlessly as being nothing more than a BMW Z4 rebadged as a Toyota with some fancy body kit. I mean, this isn't a fair thing to say, after all, they only share the same 3-liter inline-6 engine, the ZF 8-speed transmission, the steering wheel, the shifter, and so on. Okay, so the Toyota Supra isn't exactly the Japanese icon we once knew and loved. Perhaps that is the reason why the car community is so divided on this car, making it easily one of the most controversial cars of the modern era. I've said it before in one of my previous videos, but I believe part of the reason why this car gets a bad rap was due to the fact that it took so long to come into fruition. I mean, the FT1 concept back in 2013, early 2014 got people hyped up only for Toyota to not deliver and end up partnering with BMW and take another 6 or so years before unveiling the Mark V Supra, largely to the disappointment of many Supra fanboys. They wanted a tried and true, reliable Japanese-made car, not some questionable German engineering as some JDM elitists would say. If you ask for my opinion on the latest Supra, all I gotta say is, to each their own. Number 2, the Second Gen Acura Nsx. Kinda in the same vein with the Supra, after about 11 or 12 year hiatus, many Honda and Acura fanboys were feverishly excited about the unveiling of the latest Acura Nsx back in 2016, only to be delivered with this guy right here. The style alone caused a lot of grief amongst the many YouTubers and fanatics, however, personally I don't think it's a bad looking car. Sadly, the target audience that so badly wanted this car before the unveiling wanted it to be similar to the original. Unfortunately, they were met with a high-tech, heavy, and overly priced supercar. To this day, the sales of the car have been underwhelming to say the least. Not that it was intended to be a high-volume seller, but nonetheless still pathetic numbers, and it'll be hard for Honda's luxury division to justify making another generation after this one. Number 3, the Toyota Prius. What kind of car video would it be if I didn't mention the notorious Toyota Prius? I mean, almost every big automotive channel has ripped on the Prius at least once, or twice, or a billion times. Need I say more? This car started the hybrid and smug driver phase that would continue on into the next decade. Number 4, the Honda Civic Type R. Competition is stiff amongst the hatchback cars. We have the Hyundai Veloster N, the Volkswagen Golf GTI/R, Ford Focus RS or ST, Mini Coopers, and so on. As you can imagine by now, coming into the hot hatch segment with a near $40,000 price tag before dealer markups and a front-wheel drivetrain made a lot of people salty. For the longest time, I would hear all kinds of BS from both sides of the love and hate buses. Like that one guy that always has to say,
"The Civic Type R is such a ripoff. My Mustang GT can smuck that thing on the track or in a straight line for less."
Or others that would say, "Well, that's not the point. This car will be a classic one day. Hashtag heritage." Listen, if you like the car, buy it. Who cares if people think this car looks like it's literally riced from factory? As the trite saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You do you, man, and drive whatever the hell you want. Number 5, the C8 Corvette. This guy got so much press, it literally stole the spotlight from the Mark V Supra and caused all kinds of people outside the car community to talk about it. You had bloggers, motorcyclists, athletes, all wanting this 8th gen Corvette. That being said, it was still met with a tremendous amount of scrutiny, with all kinds of people giving their disapproval or approvals about this new vet. Appearance wise, I think it's fair to say that your average Corvette buyer and or consumer thinks it's a pretty decent looking car. Alas, the car featured a brand new mid-engine platform paired with only a dual clutch transmission. This disgusted some loyal Corvette fans as they firmly believed that the Vet should always have a manual option and that the front engine platform was kind of the American shtick. The American V8 in the front is what made the Vet so special. It could hang with any of the European counterparts. But now it's just like any other European supercar. Out of all the cars on this list, I'd have to say that the C8 Vet has slowly but surely grown on some people. And last but certainly not least, the Mustang Mach Ii. Stop, just god damn it. Ford, look buddy, I totally understand why you might have thought it was a good idea to take a familiar nameplate like the Mustang and slap it onto your next hype train, but taking the Mustang nameplate was probably a bad marketing move seeing as everyone on the internet has already dismissed this car. Listen, I hope it sells well. I'd like to see Tesla have more competition, but for Christ's sake, couldn't you have mocked, no pun intended, Tesla by naming your cars like the Mach S, the Mach E, the Mach X, and the Mach Y to mimic Tesla's sexy? I don't know man, that seems like a lost opportunity. Anyways, check out my brother's video on this subject. I have nothing else to say about this car. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. What cars from the modern era, like the 2000s and onwards, would you consider to be controversial? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.